Over the years, consoles have had a generational run with incredible games that are now unavailable due to the fact that these consoles are now very old. But if you want to be able to play any console game you want from these years and more, you can simply use an emulator. Now, the most common emulators that you should be aware of are for the Xbox 360 being Xenia and the Xenia Suite, for the PS2 being the PCSX2, and Dolphin for any Nintendo game emulation. The reason I suggest getting games that are below the 7th generation is due to the simple fact that games back then were designed to run optimally on older hardware. Nowadays, game designers just don't care and are designing games that are so unbelievably bloated, kind of like air in a chip bag.
That's what I'm saying.
And this is why you can see games in between generations see a massive size hike but very little quality increase. And if you're someone who isn't bothered by the quality of the game, you can get more mileage out of an older game that will 100% run better on older hardware. Now, the trick with these emulators is the fact that they don't come with the game files. You need to find them yourselves. I recommend looking up ROM websites online and just getting whatever games you can from there. Now, I won't be taking Xenia as an example here since it's the one that I personally use. Now, while a large majority of games you can get will run straight out the box completely fine, I recommend getting games that were made earlier in the console's lifetime, since the later games tend to run worse on modern hardware regardless. I speak from experience. So, unless you want to spend 3 hours going through your config file understanding nothing to solve a problem, just get the older game. Additionally, regardless of this, you will have to go to the config files and change a few things to let it run better on your machine. And while that can seem a lot scary, especially if you don't know what you're doing, don't worry. You can simply ask whatever AI chatbot you have and it'll give you guidance on what you can need to do. Now let's say the game you wanted, you got it. The emulator is running beautifully. The game is on the emulator and everything is ready, but there's still one problem you have to face, that being the controls. Simply put, since these emulators are essentially emulating a console, they expect a controller as your input device. And because of this, certain games will just not register keyboard inputs at all and only expect a controller, making it very difficult to work with. Because of this, on Xenia, you can get around this problem by getting extensions. Simply go to this icon in Xenia Manager and you'll see all these options for extensions, with Xenia Canary being for controllers and Xenia Mouse Hook being for your keyboard. Then right click your game, go to Edit, Information, and if you scroll a bit down, you will find this option to switch between which version you want for which way of input. And with that, that is all you need to know on emulators and emulation. Now, you'll be able to play whatever game you want on your PC with no problem. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, make sure you subscribe. Goodbye!